I am back in Germany and I couldn't be more excited. I'm gonna give you some news at the end of the thrift with me because I'll probably be thrifting in Germany more often from now on, which is very exciting to me. I need more inventory and I'll tell you later on why. I am in the north of Germany. I've never been here before. I actually picked up a couple things for myself and for my new little project already, and that was kind of via like a local Craigslist, but now I'm gonna hit up an actual thrift store. I hope they have some good stuff, and yeah, I'm especially always looking for West German pottery and some other really nice tidbits, and possibly also some things that I just put on my thrift wish list. Actually, I got one thing already that was on there, no, two that I picked up this morning, which is very exciting. The first thing I needed to check out in here was this cabinet. I really like this candlestick holder, but there was only one, unfortunately, and I feel like especially with those small glass ones, pairs are always so much better. After looking around a little bit, I finally discovered the room. I felt like this is going to be so good, so I was like, where should I start first? So I basically just chose the closest shelf, also because there was no one going through it at the time. First off, how could I have missed this beautiful lady on the donkey there? Ugh. Such a bummer, but it happens sometimes. The first thing I actually noticed was this little chalkware plaque of the fish. It is definitely a hobbyist piece, but it stole my heart and I just needed it. This. I really wanted to pick it up. I didn't because it's folk art and I'm always really scared of mislabeling things like that because they are so dear and important to certain cultures. If anyone knows where this is from, please let me know. West Germany piece and number one. I don't know if you saw the price, €1. I was making sure there was nothing wrong with it, but nope, all is well. Their prices were just really, really good. We used to dance our way to church on Sundays. I also found this set of 3 planters. They are not marked, but how could I have left those googly eyes behind? Like, come on, they were so cute. I was quickly considering the dove as well, but I thought, nope, the other planters are just so much better. Running around in a gown and a crown, barefoot. This was nice, but it was a tourist piece and it also had some damage to it. I see these shoes in a lot of American videos, and even though they are German, I don't come across them a lot, but it's maybe because I'm also not really looking for them. They also had a bunch of really small vases, which I find look really cute in a vignette with bigger items. This first one had a little bit of a big chip on the side, but I ended up finding 2 others that I really like. Have me running around in a gown and a crown, barefoot. Here they are, the planters. Of course, I noticed this blue fat lava one first, and isn't it beautiful? I had my suspicions that it is Marai, and after doing some research, they were confirmed. I was also shuffling through the baskets, but I didn't end up getting anything. Also, they were selling some Villeroy and Boch Botanica, but the only item on my list currently is the butter dish. I'm pretty sure these plates were a steal though. They had these tumblers and the big carafe, but I feel like the set was mismatched. Then I found this wall plate, which I really liked. It was a little bit grimy, but nothing I couldn't clean up. I also really liked this glass fish, but it had some marks on it which looked more like scratches. I kind of tried scraping them off to see whether it was just dirt, but it didn't work, and so I left it there. I think these wall plates were my favorite find at this store. They were so nice. There were 2. One had a lion on it and the other one a donkey. They were so well made and quite heavy for their size. I've seen them marked before, but I still don't know who the maker is.
I've
made my way to the second store. The first store was very good. I especially found a lot of wall plates, which is kind of uncommon, and also quite a few really cool planters that I liked. So this store that I'm going to is not like well, it's a thrift store, but I think it might be a little bit more expensive than the social thrift stores that I usually go to and that I just was at, but it had really good reviews, so I hope that I'm still going to be able to find some really good things. So let's head inside and see what they have.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights.
29 euros for this whole set of dishes was a really great price. I'm always on the fence about dish sets because they can sit for a little bit and take up so much space, but the colors in these dishes were just so beautiful.
If I never figure out where the road goes.
I like these penguin salt and pepper shakers, but they were not terribly old because they still had the barcode stickers on the bottom.
You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high.
Certain things will always remind me of my grandma, like these creamer cows and anything that has skis on them. If the writing on this hadn't been in German, I would have seriously considered this beautiful fish dish, but I think it also had a chip on the lid.
Jumping from cliffs so high.
I'm still looking for a key holder for my own house, but this one I wasn't too crazy about. I have more brass than silver at home, and the little hooks were also not that sturdy anymore. I usually don't buy alley cats, and I didn't get this one either, but I like that it's pink and the condition it was in was really good.
If I never figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling.
This art glass sculpture was modern, so I did not pick this up.
You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high.
I really should have picked up these ceramic elephants. I'm not sure why I didn't. I'm very sure that these were also folk art from maybe Africa or Asia. I just don't know a lot about figurines, but I should go more into them because some of them are really neat.
Even if the sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling.
Then I found this really unusual candle holder. At first I wasn't sure whether this was vintage, but when I turned it around it was signed and it also said that it was handmade in German. I think this is really cool and I took it home with me. I found this gigantic vase just sitting on the floor for only 15 euros. And I needed it. I also really liked the Scheurig vase and the pattern, so this one I also got.
For something to show. Same old places and faces of people with nowhere to go.
Wait till I turn this around. Oh my goodness, I love these kinds of art glass vases. I was extremely stoked to find this. This vase I also like, but it did have some damage, and since it wasn't marked, I left it at the shop.
Let's get in the car and you'll drive. We're leaving tonight. Away from these streets and the cold buzzing neon lights.
Then I found this and I was like, wait, what? Another floor vase? This one ended up only being 8 euros. Another really exciting find. I take back everything I said about that store and thought about that store because the prices were very good and the store wasn't super duper filled, but they had some amazing stuff. I found 3 really large, all West Germany fat lava floor vases for 33 euros. So average, that's 11 euros a piece, which is such a steal. So my car is already quite packed. They're all on the floor because I'm always terribly scared that they're gonna break. So if I find any more, I'm
I don't know what I should do, but I probably will not leave them behind if I find more, but I'll just have to think of a solution so they won't break. So far, so good. Off to the next shop, which I haven't really looked up which one that is. I have this like route that I'm driving, but yeah, I'm just gonna be surprised myself. Just gonna look up the address and go there and see if they also have some good stuff.
The prices at the store were definitely a little higher than the other two I have been to, and then my first thought is usually, nope, I don't think I'm gonna find anything here. But usually I still always look around, and most of the time I will still end up coming home with some treasures. However, I did notice that the prices were a little bit inconsistent with some items, like this painting, for example, was only 15 euros. The owner had a lot of lampshades, no Murano swirl one though, but chances of finding one in the wild are so slim. But that's okay, I'm a very patient thrifter. I did pick up this vase. I like the square shape of it, and it was only 5 euros. And don't you know it, this store had quite a few floor vases as well. I was already playing the Tetris game in my mind to make sure it would all end up fitting in the car. This shop is really nice because it suits pretty much any taste, and if you like looking and digging around a little, I highly recommend it. Also, the owner is very nice. This was such an exciting trip. Unfortunately, this time my husband couldn't come with me, so I went by myself. Maybe you saw from the footage that I was quite tired. I felt like I also looked the part because I hadn't slept a lot the night before. Nevertheless, I found amazing treasures. This is the first part. The second part is gonna come out next week, which is also going to be very exciting because I found some amazing things there as well in the other city I went to. Before I'm gonna get into the haul, I have my announcement that I'm making, and that is starting February 2nd, I will be selling my items not only on Etsy, but also in a shop. It's sort of like a little antique mall, but not really, because it has like 20 something vendors, so you can't compare it at all to what they have in America. At this point, I would like to thank Vintage.nl. She is a Dutch reseller, and she encouraged me to try and sell there. So it's not a whole booth. It's sort of more like a big shelf that I'm selling my things on, which is perfect because I don't have big furniture items. So it's amazing. I'm going to try that out for 3 months. If it's working for me, I'm going to continue. So that is very exciting. And that also means for you guys who do not live in the Netherlands, have nothing to do with this, more thrift with me, more shopping, and definitely more trips to Germany. Before actually showing you what I found in Germany, I'm going to show you a couple other things I found. The little store I'm going to be selling at, I'm also going to put all the addresses, everything. It is in Leeuwarden, in the info box down below in case you're from the Netherlands and want to visit. Just in general, the store is amazing. Their prices are a lot lower than what I'm used to on Etsy, so I will also have to adapt my prices, but it also means that I can shop there for my Etsy. So that is what I did. I found a few things that I'm going to show you now. I found this little bowl. It wasn't marked as anything, but I saw from the underside that it is West Germany, and you can also see very much from the style that it is. This is by Buy. I only paid €3 for it, which is crazy because that's like thrift store prices. It definitely was the day of bowls there because I also found this amazing little fat lava bowl. I mean, it's purple and yellow, which is so cool, and purple fat lava is always one of my favorites, even though I don't put it in my house personally just because it doesn't match my style, but just finding it, it makes me so happy. This one's not marked. Not sure how much I paid for it. It was also like €3 or €4. I think this was 5 or 6, but this is so cool. This is probably the coolest fat lava bowl I've ever seen. It's not very big, but it's green and purple and orange and red and yellow, and it literally has almost every color in there, and white, and it's just really nice. And it is marked. It does say Meyer with a Y, so that is very German, and the rest is very hard to read because it's written in cursive. Another thing I got there is this little candle holder, and this is by Jasper. It still has original sticker on there. Now it does have a very small chip on the side, but it's almost not noticeable because it is literally the same color as the clay and the glaze and everything, so you can't really see it at all. It was €4. That's everything I got at that store, so now we're hopping on to Germany, finally. So before I went to the first thrift store there, I also said that in the car that I picked up something from someone's house. I found that on eBay Kleinanzeigen, the German version of Craigslist, which is just my favorite. I had been looking for a certain type of mirror for a little bit for a hallway, and lo and behold, I found it there. I'm gonna get it for you. I'm gonna try not to blind you to see myself. It is this I'm blinding you. It's this 1950s, 1960s, what they call kidney mirror. So it's this asymmetrical mirror, and it was only €20, which was such a nice deal. I got some more items from the same person, and first of all, I got actually two. I got this wall pocket, which is really, really nice. I'm looking for wall planters myself, so kind of bigger ones where you can put actual like flowers or herbs in for the outside. This would be more for just flowers and not herbs. I kind of tried finding out really quickly who this is by. I still have to do some more research, so I'm not really sure. So this one is really nice. It kind of looks like an ice cream cone with the florets on it. And then this is the second one. I paid €4 for each of them, and this still has original sticker on it, which made it very easy for me because otherwise there would be no marking on it. This is by Karsten's Tönnieshof, and it's beautiful. It's this really nice sort of teal color, and it has a gold around the edge. And I got a few other things from the same person still. I got this little wooden mannequin, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna sell it, or maybe I also thought I could put it in my booth so it could kind of hold on to my business cards, but my husband said they're probably gonna fall if I put it on his hand, so I'm not sure. I'm still gonna kind of try out if that would be a possibility or if it would work, but I like it. He's cute. Otherwise I might just keep him and put him on my shelf. Then I got this set of two, and they're very likely from the 1970s. These very space age looking little, I have no idea what they are, containers definitely. And yeah, you can just open and close them. This orange one has a little bit of scratches here where the color is worn off. The black one is still very conditioned. They do have a sticker, and they said Contenlo on it. I have no idea. I still have to do some research on these. Moving on to the first actual store I went to, and guys, one of the first things I spotted there is this vase. It is a fat lava vase. It's 30 centimeters high. I have done some research. This is by Dummler and Breiden, and it only costs €1. And in dollars, that is like $1.50. Like, what? How? So I looked and checked it, but it's in perfect condition at €1. It's so nice. Another really cool piece I found there is this planter, and I had a feeling when I saw it that this definitely could be my guy. Also from the way it was marked, and it's this really nice, it's all matte, and it has this fat lava kind of glaze here, and this pattern in blue, and those two little like knobs that kind of look like ears. Then I found a set. I'm looking for the third one. I'm going to show you that in a second. That one I'm going to put in my booth. It's those planters. They look so weird. They look so dorky with their like big eyes, and this is a line, and this I think is a koala bear. They were 40 cents each, and they're not marked. They are vintage. I'm quite sure of that, but they're so cute. I'm just gonna put them in my booth for a few euros. I like them. 40 cents is a really good price. I got a third one, and the third one is this really cute elephant. I like them. I also got a couple of vases that I'm not really sure who made them. So first off is this small one, and the small ones I'm definitely gonna be putting in my little booth shelf. And this one is marked. It's marked Hilga or Helga. And it also has the ship stamp on the bottom, so this tells me that this was definitely made by definitely a pottery studio. and it's nice. It has definitely this kind of lava drip glaze, and it was only 40 cents. And the colors in it are nice as well. It's this red, kind of dark red yellow. And then this one is really adorable as well. I love the stripes on it. This one's not marked. Definitely vintage, only 30 cents. So I thought, hey, gonna be buying it for 30 cents if I sell it for like, I don't know, 4 euros in my booth. It's still really nice. Prices are quite cheap, so I can't be too high with my prices, otherwise people are probably gonna skip my stuff. I bought another few small vases, which I thought were cute. This one I really like. It has this pastel color effect of this kind of purple taupe yellow, which I like the color combination very much. I still have to try to figure out who made this. And this one is so interesting because it's this bright yellow color. I still have to clean it up a little bit. And it also just says made in Germany. It says BR Verb, like BRVERP. I have no idea, but it was only 50 cents. And this one I actually peeled the sticker off because I think I wanted to look what was underneath, and I think this one was also 50 cents. Moving on with the vases still. This one I found, this one is quite nice. I've been able to find out that this was made by Scheurig. This is 18 centimeters high, and I like that it has this kind of pearlescent effect, which is not super typical for them. And it has those flowers here on the front, which I find are very perfect for spring. It's in really good condition. I'm seeing that it's like a tiny chip here, but that is okay. It's not noticeable at all, especially because it has this iridescence, so you won't be able to see it. Then I also found this little guy for 60 cents. He's really cute and small, and I just looked him up, and this one is by Russia, which is exciting. I don't find a lot of Russia. I don't know why. I love their stuff. It's really nice. This one is just very basic. It's like the basic brown kind of lava vase from the 1960s, 1970s. I still like them, and I feel like a lot of people do because a lot of people do like neutral homes and neutral colors, and this one is just perfect. Probably gonna put that one in my booth as well. Before coming into the store, I walked by the window and I saw this picture, and I was like, oh my, I do have to remember to ask them to get that for me before I check out, and it did. So this one I really like. I love the colors, this bright orange and this navy and this teal. It's just a really cool combination. It is marked just $1.25 on the bottom, so far I haven't been able to find out who it is by, which is kind of a bummer, but I'm still gonna keep on looking. I think it was either €1 or $1.50. Next, I have this. This is a wall plate, and when I saw it first, it was kind of laying underneath something, so I was happy that I looked, and I was like, this could be something. I turned around, and it is. It is by KMK, which stands for Kupfermühle Keramik, which was also a West German company who manufactured definitely a really cool and really unique style ceramic. So this one definitely fits in their style. I have to still find out which series it belonged to. There's a really helpful website actually of this person who detailed it all with all the old brochures and everything, the year that things came out. And I really like this. It's this kind of farmhouse, the field, and trees, and then the sky, but it's all really muted colors, which I think is really nice. This one was €2.50, which is amazing. I found a lot of wall plates and tiles and that kind of stuff yesterday, so you're gonna see quite a few now and also next week. This one I probably wouldn't have picked up for my Etsy shop because it is definitely a hobbyist piece, but it was only 80 cents, and it's this fish, and I feel like I'm gonna put this in my booth. I think that is cool. I mean, I would put this on my wall. It's really nice. I like it. It definitely has this kind of dorky, funny look to it, which I really like. The next two items are also wall plates. When I went to Germany the last time with my husband to thrift there together, I found a set of really, really heavy terracotta plates. They had a marking, and I found two wall plates that have the same marking. Still haven't been able to find out who made them, which really bummed me out. I'm going to show you the marking. Maybe some of you know. This one actually does have, also 3 little circles. Well, that helps. But they are beautiful. This one is of this donkey, and this one's of a lion. And the style that they were drawn in is definitely very typical mid-century. And they are absolutely beautiful. Not sure if I'm still gonna be selling them as a set or separately, but they're only 50 cents each. Speaking of wall plates, I found this lovely Fat Lava one. I hope you can see it because I do have my lights on, and it is blue and absolutely stunning. It doesn't have one of those hangers, so I'm still gonna have to put something in there. And I looked it up. This was actually made in East Germany, and it is by Gezellig Keramik. So it is a studio, pottery studio, and it was made in a place called Ampèrestraat. So that is in East Germany, and it's really nice. They only wanted €1 for it. Like, so pretty. Yeah, I love it. It's absolutely stunning, which I say about every single piece. I am so sorry. I'm kind of looking. I think I've gone through all the things at the first store. So let's move on to store number 2. Store number 2 was crazy. I found 3 big floor vases there, and not really telling you things about that are going to happen, but I found more. And if I had a van, I probably could have gotten 20, but you also need storage for these. They're so big. So I'm definitely going to put some of them in my little booth shelf. I'm calling it a booth shelf now. My booth shelf, because I don't have space. Otherwise I won't be able to walk in my office. Let's start off with this one. Ooh, they're all so heavy. This one was 10 euros, and this one is 48 centimeters high, so it is quite large. It did have a very small chip somewhere. I can't even see it right now, but it's so tiny. This one is really nice. I feel like this is shortish, but I do have to look it up to be sure. The pattern is really cool though. It kind of looks a little bit starburst-like, which I find very nice. Yes, it is by Gezellig, and the pattern is called Prisma, which is very good for me to know because the first time I found this pattern. So it's the Prisma pattern. Moving on to the next big vase. This one is by which it still has its sticker. It's very nice. It's only 8 euros. It did have a couple small things here and there, like very small, but it's more that the glaze has come off, not really chips. And this is a really cool red, definitely fit lava pattern. It is 45 centimeters high. It's also marked by on the underside, which makes things very easy. This one. And now we're moving on to the motherload of the floor vases. And this one is 55 centimeters high. If you have seen my big gigantic purple fat lava vase that I thrifted in Germany with my husband, that one was 54 centimeters high, so this one is still 1 centimeter taller, and it is so heavy. This one was 15 euros, but I felt like it was definitely so worth it. That is such a good price. It is by Steinkeramik, which was located in the south of Germany back in the day in a place called Ransbach-Baumbach, because the company is actually called Steinkeramik Ransbach-Baumbach. Germans like their long words. This has the coolest green fat lava on there, and some of the detailing, like down here, is this olive color. It's beautiful. It's in amazing condition. I'm gonna put it down now because it is very, very heavy. Moving on to some of the smaller things that I can lift easier. This I paid 2 euros for. It's this really nice little egg platter, and it does look a little bit small, but it definitely should fit eggs. It was only 2 euros. It's not marked, so I'm not sure who this is by. You can also put this in your kitchen, hang it on the wall, just as decoration. And I thought that was really nice with Easter and spring coming up. Then I found this amazing glass vase. I actually asked Naomi, my oldest daughter, which all the pieces that I got that I'm showing you today is her favorite, and she picked up this vase. She really likes it. She really likes glass vases. This is 5 euros. It's really good quality. It doesn't have really any big bubbles or anything, and this is just very beautifully made. I am quite certain that this is actually Murano. It is stunning. I absolutely love it. I have never found one of these types of vases before, actually, which is surprising because I found quite a lot of glassware, but with those little, I don't know, like these pointy ones, and then they're all different lengths, so that also shows that this is a higher quality piece. I also got this vase there, and I like those kind of really large dots on it. Isn't it fun? And it still has its sticker on it. It's by Gezellig. It's 21 centimeters high, and this one I paid 3 euros for. Now then I came across this, and I don't know if you can see it very well because it is black, but it's this candlestick holder. Well, I don't know, it's like candelabra. It's like this whole dish for candles. And I first thought, that looks kind of weird because it has this burnt stuff that kind of looks like fat lava on there, and those droplets of some sorts. It does have a marking. It has an R. Then it says Handarbeit, which is the German word for handmade. So it is handmade, a studio potter piece, and I thought that this was pretty cool. It was only 4 euros. I thought it was definitely a great price for it. And I think that this would look really cool on a table as a centerpiece with some really cool like twisted candles in there. Moving on to store number 3 for today. I definitely could have gotten another 7 floor vases there, but I definitely contained myself, also thinking about all the stuff in my car that probably it would all get smashed. The first item I got is this really cool vase. It still has the original sticker on it, but I couldn't read it, but I found out that this is Gezellig apparently. It's quite high. It's 40 centimeters high. But I only saw this when I was already in the car. It has a little bit of a hairline here, which is a bummer. I mean, it was only €5, which is a really great price. I'm pretty sure that was the reason why it was only €5. So I'm probably going to be selling it in my booth because I'm really scared to ship something like this. The pressure might make it break even more, but I think that it's really, really pretty. I found this vase and I had never seen something like this before. It kind of looks a little bit like the chimney vases that you sometimes see on Fat Lava, but they usually have like this hole in here. But I thought that it was pretty cool. It was only €5, and I'm actually wearing, maybe you've noticed if you watch my older videos, I'm not wearing my glasses anymore. I have contacts, but they're multifocal contacts because I need reading glasses and glasses for looking far. But the problem with those is that it's sometimes really hard to read small letters. And so I couldn't really read what this says, but now I checked and this actually is from the Czech Republic. So this is a Czech vase, and I've never bought Czech pottery before. I really like this. I think this is pretty cool. And it says Mozaika on there, and it doesn't have a stamp that says made in Czechoslovakia. I feel like a lot of times when I'm filming, it's kind of hard for me to really grasp everything I see. So what I'm doing right now is that I look through everything I film, then I turn off my camera, my phone, put it in my pocket and look again. And I did that at the thrift store I went to, where, by the way, the guy was so nice. He was the nicest man. I'm definitely going to be coming back. And he thought it was really cool that I was a reseller, and he said he used to have a lot of people from the Netherlands who would get like big vans and fill them all out, but I didn't get that much. Also didn't have a van. But the second time I walked around, I found this tile. It's not marked, but it is stunning. It has these cherries on there, and I said in my last video, which was my thrift wish list, that I'm looking for tiles for maybe my outdoor space. So this one is mine. I'm gonna keep it. €5. It's a really good price for that. Even if I wanted to resell it, I would still be able to make some money, but I won't. I'm gonna keep this. Moving on to more vases I found. I found so many floor vases. This one is so cool. It's like, oh, look at this Fat Lava. Look at it. It's so nice. This one I think was €10. Yes, it was 10, and it is by Dummler and Breiden, and this one is 35. This one is 35 centimeters high, and this is I like this so much. And the next one I'm going to show you, I love that one as well. And yeah, I love everything I find. I'm very repetitive, but I only buy stuff that I also personally really like, and that's why it gets me so excited. This one is also 10. This is a floor vase. It's by Bai, and it also has this beautiful, can you see it? Lava all around, and this one is 40 centimeters high, and it is still in a amazing condition. And this one I'm probably gonna put in my Etsy shop. If you like this video and you want to see more, make sure to check out these ones here on the side, the video and the playlist. If you're not subscribed, also make sure to do that, because I post a new video about thrifting and secondhand finds every week. Lots of thrift with me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.